Welcome to the Martha Bassett Show, coming to you from the historic Reeves Theater in Elkin, North Carolina, a home for music in the heart of the foothills. The Martha Bassett Show features national artists, local talent, and music from Martha and the Band. Tonight on the show, we welcome Zoë Lewis, Denahy, and Tiffany Thompson. It's a great night with some of the finest music you'll hear anywhere. So let's get started with a song by Charles Calhoun. It was made famous by Big Cho Turner, Bill Haley in the Comets, and Elvis. That's right, it's Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
Our first guest tonight flew here just last night from Australia. Pete Denahy is not only an award-winning bluegrass and country singer, but also a master fiddler and a comedian. He's played everywhere from the Grand Ole Opry to festivals across Australia, blending sharp wit with heartfelt music. Please welcome the one and only Pete Denahy.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Martha. G'day. Lovely to be here. And I come from a little town in, a little gold rush town in southeast Australia called Yakandanda. And I'm Yakandanda. I know Martha gave me a lovely introduction then, but I'm Yakandanda's multi-award losing country singer. And so we've got a big national country music festival in Australia in January at Tamworth, and the Golden Guitar Awards, our country music awards. So I first went there in 1991 as part of a competition called Star Maker, which launched Keith Urban's career in Australia. And I was in the grand final of that, and I lost. And then I got in again in 92 in the grand final, lost again. And then I was nominated for my first golden guitar in '94, which I didn't win. And then I lost golden guitars again, 95, 98, 2000, 2004, usually on the odd years. But then 2009 was a big year for me in Tamworth. I was nominated for 5 golden guitars, a songwriting award, and 3 People's Choice Awards. 9 awards all up. Lost all of them. So anyway, I'll kick off with a song that I wrote about the sound horseshoes make on a sealed road. It's called Singin' Shoes. Hear them shoes and hear them singing down the road. I hear them ringing, rolling wheels on his old dray. That's the sound of waking day. It'll hook you line and sinker, big dark eyes and leather blinker. Reins are slack and harness cold, feathers brush the frosty road. Rolling wheels and singing shoes take away my morning blues. Misery will only lose with rolling wheels and singing shoes. Wooden cedars old and creaking, I can hear the wheels a squeaking. 2 big horses, 8 big feet, making music on the street. See 'em leaning in their collars, shoes are bright as silver dollars. I don't need the daily news, give me those old singing shoes. Rolling wheels and singing shoes take away my morning blues. Misery will only lose rolling wheels and singing shoes. Singing shoes that got me dreaming, horsehide in the coldest steaming. Pull 'em up and ease the grip, rest a leg and drop a hip. As the winter days grow colder, I know that he's getting older. One day soon we're gonna lose music of those singing shoes. Rolling wheels and singing shoes take away my morning blues. Misery will only lose with rolling wheels and singing shoes take away my morning blues. Misery will only lose with rolling wheels and singing shoes. Rolling wheels and singing shoes. Thank you. Oh, gee, it's great to be here. There's a lot of things that are the same, but looking out there, the moon's upside down. Or maybe our moon's upside down. I'm lucky to be in America. I go overseas a bit. I go to Japan a fair bit because my mum's Japanese, so that's the Asian side of my heritage, and Denahy is an Irish name from Cork, so that makes me Caucasian. But I'm going to do a song that's inspired by my wife, who's watching tonight. G'day, Ali. So sorry, girls, I'm married. Just don't want to break too many hearts out there. But this is the sort of song was born out of whenever my wife asks me to do a job, and it's called Tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's my busiest day, and everything will be okay. Just harness up and put the plough in the furrow. My back might just give way if I attempt those jobs today, but rest assured it'll all get done tomorrow. I'll fix that cupboard door, whack the nails back in the floor. I'll empty out that drawer, just you watch me. It's gonna be intense. I'll paint that picket fence. Once the works commence, no one can touch me. 'Cause tomorrow's my busiest day. Just watch me slaving away. There'll be holes to dig and tools I need to borrow. I'm afraid there is no way I could possibly do it today, but rest assured it'll all get done tomorrow. I'll fix that drip and tap, get the grease out of the trap. It'll all get done ASAP, but I won't hurry. I'll do it properly. I'll prune the apple tree and clean up the debris, don't you worry. 'Cause tomorrow's my busiest day, and it's always been that way. When the sun peaks over the hill, hard work will follow. It's important that today I rest, so I'm at my physical best to tackle all the jobs I gotta get done tomorrow. Yes, the busiest day for me is always tomorrow. Thank you.
Pete Denahy.
Thanks very much, Martha.
So we were talking about this earlier. You said your wife will be watching, and it's 9 a.m. when she's watching.
Yeah, 9 a.m., yep. So in Yakandanda, and she'll watch this and then have to open a little shop.
Tell us about this shop. We were talking earlier.
Oh, it's a vintage shop, and she sells candles and dresses and shoes and bags and nice, those little things that a bit of steam comes out that makes the room smell nice. And
Yeah.
it's a sort of shop a lot of men stand out the front of.
You should put a bench out there so they can sit.
Yeah, I should put a little cooler out there for them. Yeah.
What's your wife's name? Yeah, you could actually...
Allison.
Allison.
Where is she? G'day, doll. How you going?
You could...
I'm in America. Actually, it was funny. I was walking in the shop the other day, and there was a bloke standing there with 3 dresses, and his girlfriend was there looking at a fourth, and I was walking out the front of the shop, and I just said, "You having a good time, mate?" He said,
Okay, to help fellas like him, you should have a little beer stand.
I should, yeah. Well, I do make a little bit of moonshine, Martha.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, sorry. Essential oils. Best administered from the inside. But anyway, that's what goes on in Yakandanda. It's a nice little... It's not unlike Elkin, actually.
That's right.
It's a little gold rush town, and we're nowhere near the crocodiles where we are. It's kangaroos and koalas and platypus down there, and wombats.
What do you have?
We've just got one chicken out the backyard, and a little dog called Millie, who's also watching. That's sort of pretty much what goes on in Yakandanda, aside from the award loss. Because every time I go to Tamworth, the Country Music Awards there, I make a little gap on my mantelpiece, and it's been there for some years. So anyway, but that's the way it goes. You can't, you got to let some other people win.
That is so nice of you.
Oh, well. Yeah, it is, but I tell you, it is a funny thing sitting in an award show. There is a funny element to it because the 5 finalists, and there's an 80% chance of sorrow, and I do find it. I got to say, even when I lose, I would love someone to be filming my face and watch it afterwards because there's a element of humour about it.
If I had known all of this, I would have had an award made for you. I would have done that.
That's all right. Well, I'm planning
time.
on entering something in the CMAs next year, so I'd love to be an award loser here. Yeah. I've built a career on it.
Yeah. Well, I know this is not your first time coming to the U.S. How much time have you spent up here?
Well, I have never been to Elkin, but been to Nashville a few times and through North Carolina, probably as far as Asheville, really.
Okay.
Actually, last time, when we've gone home, my wife and I, from here, we've always said, oh, gee, if we had to live out of the country, we'd pick North Carolina. It's a pretty good state. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's just so green and. Every little dot on the map is a town, you know. Because in Australia, sometimes there'll be dots on the map, but it'll be a silo and a railway crossing. And over here, it's like. Well, it's funny, you know, in the south too, that with the accent, what we noticed when we first came here was we got a lot of people coming up saying, "Where y'all from, Boston?" And I don't know how many times I got asked that, and in the end I just said yes. Yeah. I live in a town called Yakandanda in Boston. Yeah. So.
Well, welcome. We're so happy that you
Really
are here in North
appreciate
Carolina.
your hospitality is amazing, Martha.
Thank you.
We go.
Thank you.
Isn't she great? That's so good. Thank you very much.
He liked my chili. Please share another song with us.
All right, okay. Well, I'm going to do my biggest award-losing song from that, from that 2009 experience. Now, this song is about a teenager talking to his dad. So there's no singing in this, but my wife and I, we don't have kids, unfortunately, but a mate of mine said to me once, you can recreate the joy of raising a teenager by talking to a brick wall and giving a lot of money to someone who thinks you're an idiot. I don't know. Don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, here we go. How have you been? Good. How's your dog? Good. How's college going? Good. All hunky-dory? Yep. You going out tonight? Yep. You going to see your friends? Yep. You going to have a good catch-up? Yep. Well, that should be great. Yep. Where'd you go? Nowhere. Who'd you see? No one. What'd you do? Nothing. Did you have a good time? Yep. What's on tonight? Nothing. You're not seeing your mates? No. You're just staying at home? Yep. What'll you do? Nothing. Yep, nothing, sort of, dunno, nowhere good. Yep, no, dunno, no one, sort of, dunno, no. You feeling alright? Yep. How's your ankle? Good. When's your exam? Dunno. Have you done much study? No. What's on tomorrow? Dunno. You playing football? Dunno. You enjoying football? Sort of. Sort of, eh? Yep. Yep, nothing, sort of, dunno, nowhere good. Yep, no, dunno, no one, sort of, dunno, nothing. How's your girlfriend? Good. She away this week? Yep. Oh, you must be missing her. Yep. Have you rung her yet? No. Well, I'll catch you later. Yep. Don't get too stressed. No. What's on tomorrow? What? What's on tomorrow? Nothing. Yep, nothing, sort of, dunno, nowhere good. Yep, no, dunno, no one, sort of, dunno, nothing, all together now. Yep, nothing, sort of, dunno, nowhere good. Yep, no one, sort of, dunno, nothing. Yeah, whatever. God bless you, thank you.
Pete Denahy.
The Martha Bassett Show is thrilled to partner with Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist, the lead sponsor of The Martha Bassett Show. The U.S. News & World Report's 2023 edition of Best Graduate Schools ranked Wake Forest University School of Medicine among the top 50 research programs in the nation. It's Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist, where innovation and compassion meet. And Mass General Store, established in 1883. These folks are family and employee-owned. It's Mass General Store, not just a store, it's a destination. And support for the Martha Bassett Show also comes from these fine downtown Elkin businesses. Mountain High Metals, the Elk Pharmacy, Yogon, Maine, Coley Hall at the Liberty, Angry Troll Brewing, the Wisdom Table, and Fruition. Now let's get back to the show with a classic, written by Randy Newman, and you may know it from Toy Story. It's You've Got a Friend in Me.
before we sing this song, I want to give a shout out to a girlfriend of mine who's here tonight. Leslie Nunez Stephenson is here with her husband Kirk, and they're celebrating their 36th wedding anniversary. Where are you guys?
Hey!
Oh, there they are. So please buy them a drink at halftime. So glad you guys are spending your evening with us. You got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Son, you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You got troubles, then I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. If we stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. Just me and you, boy, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Thank you very much. Up next is an artist whose music shimmers with warmth, honesty, and heart. Tiffany Thompson has a gift for bringing people together, blending folk, pop, and soul into songs that feel both deeply personal and universally relatable. Tonight, she's joined by pianist Michael Anderson. Please give a warm welcome to Tiffany Thompson.
Thank you so much. It's just a delight to be here. I live right down the street over in Winston-Salem. Anybody from Winston-Salem in the house?
Hey!
Oh, okay, so we'll see you again, definitely. I am in the middle of a grand adventure that you are all invited to join. I am releasing a new record, and it is called Found Love. And it began on July 1st when the first single came out. And that song is called The Reason. And we're going to kick off our time with you by playing that song. Wrestle with life day by day. I usually figure things out with more grit than grace. Well, I've taught fortune tellers, and I've prayed to God. Both had their head in the clouds and took me for all I've got. From the heartland to city streets, dusty roads and penthouse parties, everyone is saying similar things. Well, the only way to win is to show up and play. Sometimes who you love is gonna change. Give it all you got, but don't give up on your faith. The reason you came don't have to be the reason you stay. Well, I took a big risk and moved for love. Others do it for the money, the fame, or a dream job. We're all searching for something or someone, all hoping something good's gonna finally come. Well, the only way to win is to show up and play. Sometimes who you love is gonna change. Oh, but if you give it all you got, just don't give up on your faith. The reason you came don't have to be the reason you stay. Every great story has highs and lows. Any dark night can be a prelude to hope. What if the way out is straight through? What if all you need is right inside of you? And the only way to win is to show up and play. Sometimes who you love is gonna change. Oh, but if you give it all you got, just don't give up on your faith. The reason you came don't have to be the reason you stay. Oh, give it all you got, but don't give up on your faith. Yeah, the reason you came don't have to be the reason you stay. Thank you so much. I guess my cable is needing a switch. Can we give it up for the sound people? Aren't they so good? Can you imagine how stressful this job is? Like, wow. Thank you for your help. Oop, there we go. Let's see if that works for us. Thanks, Pat, for joining along. Such a pleasure. This next song was the third single that came out. Was it the third? Maybe it was the second. Maybe it was the third. This song is called Bodies of Water. And each song has a whole world associated with it. I call it the portal. So portal is a beautiful word that speaks about, it's an invitation into something, another world. And so each song has essays and pictures and videos and these pieces that are associated with it. And Bodies of Water, I wrote it, and it is very anthemic when you listen to it online after the show. But recently, my father passed away, and he loved this song, and so I was invited to bring my guitar into the hospice place, and it just didn't feel quite right to like hit him in the face, you know, with this huge song, and I just shrank it down into a prayer, and I thought I would share that arrangement with you tonight.
Naked we came here, naked we will return. The currents of the river call us to surrender. Broken hearts always are the first that enter, like children from the womb, dead men from the tomb. We're bodies of water, wandering back to the source. Cold river calling gives us no recourse. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I was a natural dreamer, a daily make-believer. Let the children speak, let the children save us from our calcified positions, cautious imaginations. We're bodies of water, wandering back to the source. Cold river calling gives us no recourse. Ooh, ooh, the sting, the burn takes my breath away, but the deeper it goes, the more power fills my veins. The sting, the burn takes my breath away, but the deeper it goes, the more power fills my veins. Yes, it gives me no recourse.
Tiffany Thompson. That was beautiful.
You've been listening to Tiffany Thompson on The Martha Bassett Show. The Martha Bassett Show is supported in part by our fine business friends of the show, Buckeye Advisors and Buckeye Moving and Storage, and Icon Custom Builders, and our newest sponsor, Roaring River Vineyards. Nestled on beautiful Roaring River in Trap Hill, North Carolina, these folks offer exceptional wines in a breathtaking mountain setting. You can sip a glass, share a bottle, or enjoy a full tasting. Explore a range of French-inspired wines and German-style local beers. Check out the new beer garden and relax in pet-friendly outdoor dining spaces. Are you looking for the perfect weekend escape? Roaring River Vineyards provides a wonderful backdrop for memorable getaways. You can book a beautiful suite in the main lodge, unwind in the Serendipity cabin, or back the RV into a spacious campground site, offering plenty of turnaround space and all the amenities. You can learn more at roaringrivervineyards.com. What do we have next on the show, Martha?
Our next guest is a true troubadour of joy and surprise. Originally from the UK and now based in Provincetown on Cape Cod, Zoe Lewis is known for her clever songwriting, quick wit, and a suitcase full of unexpected instruments. Her performances are a whirlwind of jazz, vaudeville, folk, world beat rhythms, and a sense of adventure. Please welcome for the first time to our show, Zoe Lewis.
Thank you, Martha. Hello, Elkin, and all the people out there listening in Radioland and on YouTube. It's a joy to be here. I'm from England originally, not Texas, just so to make that clear. And it's like, yeah, and not Boston like Pete. And I'm a bit of a Luddite. I'm a bit old-fashioned because I love that this is on the radio. I grew up listening to the radio, and I also grew up playing these things called records. Do you remember these things? Does anyone remember a record out there? I love a record. You know, I'd love to make a record one day, but I would like to make a 78 on a... You know, because my dad actually in England, you know, I inherited his 78 collection, his old Vitrola, and I live in Cape Cod now, and I found that it's a little portable Vitrola, and I can put it on the back of my kayak, and I can, you know, paddle out to the tip of Cape Cod where the pilgrims first arrived and play tunes to the seagulls. And honestly, some of them are louder and some of them are quieter, the records. You know, if you had a gramophone with the bell, you know, I'd probably sail there. But anyway, you know, sometimes I have to stand far away when I'm playing a record and sometimes nearer because there's no volume on a Vitrola. I can tell you the band's fascinated by this. And you are too, you know, because there's no volume on a Vitrola, and that is where the term "put a sock in it" comes from. That's how you change the volume. Come on, let's go on a date. Don't hesitate, 'cause darling, I just cannot wait to play you a 78. Soon under the moon we'll wind up a tune. I think that you'll appreciate the sound of a 78, because life is full of scratches, especially these days, and there's a simple tonic in these antiquarian ways. Please, darling, don't laugh at my phonograph. I think that you'll appreciate the sound of a 78. is full of scratches, especially these days. There's a simple tonic in these antiquarian ways. Please, darling, don't laugh at my phonograph. I think that you'll appreciate the sound of a 78. I just can't wait to play you a 78. We made it, full of scratches and all. Give it up for the band. What an amazing band. What a joy to play with such amazing musicians. Now, have any of you been to England? Have you been to England? No. No, you have? Anyone out there been to England? You must have gone for the food, I'm sure. So, yes, stop it. I've lived in the States for many years now, but I come from a small little village called Rottingdean on the south coast of England, just outside of Brighton. I grew up, with the chalk cliffs, the white chalk cliffs, and Rudyard Kipling actually was from my village originally, and it's very beautiful. My mum and dad were much older when they had me. My brother and sister 20 years older than me, so my mum was 51 when she had me. It was a shock to her. My dad was like, ha, ha, ha. And they actually thought I was a tumor, but that's another story. But hospitals have become better now in England. But anyway, so I always grew up with older people. So my dad had retired by the time I was 11. So, he wasn't expecting such a lively child. I was a bit lively as a little girl. And he just wanted to tend his English roses and, mow the lawn, go fishing, have a quiet life. But no, I was not quiet. But he would go sometimes, because I grew up by the sea, he would turn up. We had to have our English summer, all 3 days of it. And I'd go down there with my friends and we'd be playing on the beach and the tide would go out and sometimes my dad would turn up and he'd turn up with fishing nets over his shoulders, prawning nets. And he'd look at me and he'd just, only me, not the rest, he'd beckon and I'd follow him like a duckling and we'd clamber out over all the seaweedy rocks and we'd head out far, far towards this edge of the sea and we'd look for caves and we'd bait the nets and put the nets into the caves. And if I was quiet, and if I didn't splosh and make waves, and if I waited and calmed down for a moment, and then went back to the first net and pulled it out ever so gently without making any noise, and then I suddenly flipped it up, it would be full of prawns, ticking, and I'd know that we were going to have a lovely dinner. We'd do it to all of the nets, and after a while, we'd walk back past the church, past the 3 pubs, not speaking, just quietly, knowing we were in for a wonderful dinner. And then we'd get to this little lane, and I call it Sixpenny Lane because every time I'd walk up that lane, my dad would speak to me, and he'd say, "What's that, darling, on the floor?" And I'd look down and I'd see something shining in the gravel and I'd reach down and there would always be a 6pence waiting for me. Yes, magic. It's strange how it always happened when I walked up there with only my father. It took me till I was 16 to work out that he was indeed the one dropping the 6pences. Love can be shown in so many ways. Ice cream and fish and chips, I put my fingertips inside your palm. Cross at the traffic lights, all the commuters look longingly at the prawning nets under your arm. And the rock pools shine in the chalky mist. And you say to me, here is some fisherman's secrets, my darling, but please don't tell the tourists always a 6pence. There was always, always, always a sixpence, yeah. From under the bladder rack, we took a treasure back home from the sea, ticking and tiny, deliciously briny. I know this land, each stone, each corner, each tree. And the tide comes in, and we walk the lane. And you say to me, keep your eyes open for magic, my darling. And just like magic, it's there again. There was always, always, always a sixpence. There was always, always, always a sixpence. Always a sixpence on the floor. Always a sixpence since 1964. Always a sixpence by my shoe. Always a sixpence when I'm standing next to you. Since I was born, you put lines on the lawn every Sunday afternoon. Loud as the bell in the roses, I fell off my tricycle while following the moon. It's a quiet gift, your company. And you look at me, love can be shown in much more ways, my darling, than just in words. Please believe me, always, always, always a sixpence. There was always, always, always a sixpence. Merci. Thank you.
I would like to know how you made your way from England to Cape Cod.
By canoe.
Ah!
No, no.
With a Victrola on the back.
With a Victrola. No, it was a gramophone, actually. No, you know, fate brings you places. I've traveled all over the world. I've traveled to more than 70 countries now. And I'm like a little sponge. I suck in all the different world beat grooves. I don't know. I ended up traveling across South and Central America, landed in San Francisco, came to Provincetown, the tip of Cape Cod. And, you know, I was always wandering. And then I suddenly realized I lived here. So, and it's just, you know, yesterday I walked some of the Appalachian Trail, and it was absolutely stunningly gorgeous. And, yeah.
Had you ever been down here before?
Pardon?
Had you ever been down here before to this part of the South?
Years ago, I was in Asheville, where I'm playing tomorrow, but no, I haven't. And, yeah, I'm stunned. There's so much to discover.
There is. And I know of Zoe because our friends Jim and Kara Mabry went on a vacation last year, I believe, and or was it earlier this year? Last year. And they texted me from their trip and said, you have to have this Zoe person on on your show, and they sent me her information.
I like that, this Zoe person. That's who I am. And the thing is, yeah, that's fate. You see, that's how I ended up in the States, and that's how I ended up here. I mean, I was just staying with my friend Dwight in Lexington, Virginia, and he is an expert handbell player.
Really?
So now it looks like next year I have a gig with a handbell, the Lamb Handbell Choir in Lexington, Virginia. Can you believe so?
I want an invitation.
That's fate for you. And handbells actually came from England, so who knew? I can tell you're fascinated by that.
I am.
Yeah.
I've been a church musician for a long time.
all right.
I appreciate good handbells.
Do you know the history of handbells?
No.
Well, they were because it was for people to practice on little bells, because you can't go to the church and practice on big bells, because everyone will get mad at you. So it's true. I Googled it. In fact,
Well, we are thrilled to have you here, and
thank
I
you.
hope this won't be your last time here. So.
Oh, well, Martha, this is amazing. Isn't this amazing what you've created, you guys? It's a joy.
Well, thank you. Will
Thank
you,
you.
Please share another song before our intermission?
Okay, I'd love to. So, thank you again. You know, as I said before, I've traveled a lot, and for me, coming from my little village, it's good to turn what was good for me to leave. I mean, I love it there. But you find yourself when you're traveling, you know, you think it's just this, maybe it's not just like Elkin around the rest of the world. Maybe it's not just like Rottingdean. Maybe, you know, you have to turn yourself upside down and inside out. So now I play in Mexico every winter. I play in Puerto Vallarta. I don't know if anyone's been to Puerto Vallarta, on the west coast of Mexico. But you know, when you, like for instance, okay, I'm in Mexico. Excuse me, is this food hot? Oh, no problem, amigo, no problem. No hot. Now, if you're English, the definition of hot food is different than the Mexicans. So you're like, you know, you eat the food and go, thank you very much. The definition on time is different. I mean, even in the States, you know, the definition of on time is different from the north to the south, isn't it? Fast and slow. I mean, in Mexico, the definition of loud and soft. For instance, I'll be on the beach in Mexico after being in quiet province town in the winter, all quiet, you just might hear an owl hoot in the tree. And then you're on the beach, and suddenly there's a mariachi band here, another mariachi band here, playing two different tunes. There's a boombox going by, a man selling oysters, a grandma singing, someone else drinking tequila, 3 chihuahuas barking, a baby crying. It's noisy. Not to a Mexican. No, when I'm there, and then after about 3 weeks of being there, or even a week, I can fall asleep with all that going on my towel. It's good to churn it up. If I play this song in England, people sit there with their legs crossed and smile at me. Suddenly, in Mexico, your hips move. Can I have a little... Yes, Elkin. Ay, 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 ay. Arriba. Cause it's Sunday morning, sound of bells, dogs are barking, the bacon smells, time to make coffee sweet and strong, singing and dancing the whole night long. That bottle of tequila went down nice, tasted so good, we drank it twice. I know I should remember, but I cannot. Stars were swinging and the moon was hot. Yes, a little bit of chili, a little bit of lime, salt on the rim, and a little bit of time. We're gonna feel happy, gonna feel fine, we're gonna feel very, very fine. Can he go? On the Playa Los Muertos, there's quite the crowd. All the mariachis are getting loud. Turn up your radio, jump in the sea. Come and have a swim with humanity. There's a tiny baby, a shrimp on a stick, a toy chihuahua sneaking a lick. Agua fresca, homemade flan. Here comes my friend, the donut man. Yes, a little bit of chili, a little bit of lime, salt on the rim, in a little bit of time. We're gonna feel happy, gonna feel fine. We're gonna feel very, very, very fine. Can he go? Far away from town, the snow is falling down. So say salut, salut to the sun. For we're the lucky ones, aren't we the lucky ones? Hey. its chopstick beak is a tasty dish if a bocadillo is your desire. You're gonna get a dose of red hot fire, 'cause there's chili in the tacos, chili in the chips, chili in the mangoes, chili on my lips, chili in the oysters, chili in the rice. Life is much better with extra spice. Just a little bit of chili, a little bit of lime, salt on the rim, and a little bit of time. We're gonna feel happy, gonna feel fine. We're gonna feel very, very, very fine. Can it go? Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Hey! Da 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 da. Hey! Gracias! Thank you, Elkin.
That is Zoe Lewis. Thank you. All right, we're going to take a short intermission. Get something at the bar, have a drink. Buy the anniversary folks a little beverage if you want, and talk to them at least. Buy these artists' merch. It really helps, meet. You can keep in touch with their music. Get on their email list, and we'll see you back here in a little bit. So, we're going to get going. We're going to start off the second half just a little bit different. We are going to dim the lights, set the mood a little bit. Martha and Drake on the guitar here have prepared one of their favorite Paul Simon songs for you. And here they are. They're going to do American Tune.
Thanks, Pat. Many's the times I've been mistaken, and many times confused. Yes, and often felt forsaken, and certainly misused. But I'm all right, I'm all right. I'm just weary to my bones. Still, you don't expect to be bright and bon vivant so far away from home, so far away from home. I don't know a soul who's not been battered. I don't have a friend who feels at ease. I don't know a dream that's not been shattered or driven to its knees. But it's all right, for we've lived so well, so long. Still, when I think of the road we're traveling on, I wonder what's gone wrong. I can't help but wonder what's gone wrong. And I dreamed I was dying. I dreamed that my soul rose unexpectedly, looking back down at me, smiled reassuringly. And I dreamed I was flying, and high up above my eyes could truly see the Statue of Liberty sailing away to sea. And I dreamed I was flying. We come on the ship they call a Mayflower. We come on the ship that sailed the moon. We come in the age's most uncertain hour and sing an American tune. But it's all right, it's all right. You can't be forever blessed. Still, tomorrow's gonna be another world. trying to get some rest. That's all, I'm trying to get some rest. This is Drake Duffer. Thank you.
You've been listening to Martha Bassett and Drake Duffer on the Martha Bassett Show. Welcome back to the second half featuring Zoe Lewis, Pete Denahy, and Tiffany Thompson with Michael Anderson. The band tonight is Nicholas Falk, Krista Joe, Ben Singer, Joseph Dowdy, Dashawn Hickman, Russell Kelly, and me, Pat Lawrence. We'd like to give a big welcome to all of our listeners on Radio Bristol. Housed in the birthplace of Country Music Museum, Radio Bristol is a station and online destination for music fans who want more from the earliest seeds of country to today's Americana. It's WBCM Radio Bristol. Our microphones were generously provided by Peluso Microphone Lab. Remember, you can listen to us weekly on 88.5. Follow the entire schedule. Listen to past radio shows and subscribe to our podcast at marthabassettshow.com. Now, let's get back to the Reeves stage in downtown Elkin, and let's give a big Reeves welcome, an Elkin welcome, a North Carolina welcome. He flew in today from Australia. It's Pete Denahy. He's standing.
Thanks very much. Thanks a lot, folks. Thank you very much. And so we don't have the amount of fiddle contests in Australia that you have over here. And they used to have a national one at our Big Country Music Festival. And I went in it a few times and came third. And thank you. I wish you were judging. But I got there one time, actually the last time I went in it, and you know all the fiddle players, you know their level and everything, and I don't mean to blow my own trumpet, but I turned up this particular day and I looked around at everyone, the fiddle players, and I thought, man, I think I might win this. And I thought it'd be great to have that plaque, with Australian fiddle champion, me, And then my heart sank because I saw a really good fiddle player walking around with his case, and I thought, oh, well, there goes my chance. And I just said, good luck, Nigel. And he said, I'm not going in it. I said, what do you mean? He said, couldn't be bothered. And I said, well, you might as well. You're here, you got your fiddle. He said, And it annoyed me a bit that he said that, So I said, look, you're here, go in it. Go and put your entry in and go in it. I said, I don't want to win this thing just because you didn't go in it. So we went in and I came second. I thought I might play. This fiddle was built by the late Gene Horner from near Rockwood, Tennessee. So, yeah. No, I thought I might just do a couple of little songs that you will have heard before, just in a little... I've just tacked them together. Well, I was riding number 9, headed south from Caroline. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. Got in trouble, had to roam, left my gal and left my home. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. Just a kid acting smart, I went and broke my darling's heart. I guess I was too young to know. They took me off the Georgia main, locked me to a ball and chain. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. Well, I'll be locked here in this cell till my body's just a shell and my hair turns whiter than snow. I'll never see that gal of mine. Lord, I'm in Georgia doing time. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. Well, look yonder coming down that railroad track. Look yonder coming down that railroad track. It's that orange blossom special, bringing my baby back. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, no. Oh, thank you. Thanks very much. Actually, now I've got some CDs out there. The only song on that CD that I did is that Tomorrow song. It's not a full comedy. It's a country CD. So there's a lot of songs on there that I didn't do tonight. And if you're wondering what the funny little leather things are, they're these little bracelets. I don't have T-shirts and caps and stuff like that. I've just got. I actually make these. They're 8-plait kangaroo hide bracelets. So just in case you're wondering what they are. And if any of you leave tonight and you think, probably should have got one of his CDs. Just keep your eye open in your local Goodwill or somewhere. My stuff often turns up in there. Usually only played once. But I'm going to finish with this, my little set here. Now this is a song I wrote last year. My wife and I love watching the quiz shows on television, and I don't know how often I've sat there just being a real smart aleck, just firing off the answers. And I don't know how often my wife said to me, "You should go on this show. You really should." So that's what I wrote this song about. Well, he'd sit and watch the quiz show, and he'd answer every question, get them right nearly all the time. Before the contestant, he was cool, calm and collected. He was never fazed. His wife would sit and stare at him, totally amazed. So she got onto the website to give this thing a go. Her email said, "I think my husband should be on your show." They replied, "You think he's smart enough to do our quiz?" She wrote back in capital letters, "He most certainly is." All quiet in the car, the atmosphere's unreal. Driving to the quiz show with a genius at the wheel. She can't believe she married a future superstar. Off to win some money, all quiet in the car. Well, on the show they threw him questions everybody knows. But when they turned the cameras on, the clever husband froze. She sat in the audience, her buttocks clenched real tight. He stood there like a dumbass, only got a few answers right. Her brain was going crazy, her mind was in a flap. She watched the man she thought she knew doing really crap. There wasn't any money and her heart turned to stone. There was very little talking in the car on their way home. All quiet in the car, the atmosphere's unreal. driving from the quiz show with an idiot at the wheel. Why the hell she married him? She should have listened to her pa. The lady and the moron, all quiet in the car. They never watch the quiz show now. What would you expect? She makes him watch Love Island to suit his intellect. God bless you. Thanks, folks. Thank you. Thanks, Martha.
Pete Denahy. That was good. We're not doing a funny song now. I can't top that. Okay. We're going to do an Avett Brothers song. Little out of season. It's called February 7. But it's a good one. I went on the search for something true. I was almost there when I found you. Sooner than my fate was wrote perfectly, it slit my throat and beads of lust released into the air. When I awoke, you were standing there. I was on the mend when I fell through. The sky above was anything but blue. I found as I regained my feet a wound across my memory that no amount of stitches would repair. But I awoke and you were standing there. Here's Krista Jo singing with me. Thank you.
The Martha Bassett Show is supported in part by Hugh Chatham Health, which has recently joined the Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist family of hospitals. Hugh Chatham has received 2 recent Women's Choice Awards, including one for America's Best Hospitals in Emergency Care and Stroke Care, placing them in the top 10% nationally. Hugh Chatham is also certified by the Joint Commission with its advanced total hip and total knee replacement, the highest distinction in total joint care. For more information or to find a provider, you can visit hughchatham.org. And we are proud to say that the Martha Bassett Show artist accommodations are provided by 3 Trails, part of the Carolina experience. This boutique hotel is steps from the Reeves Theater. They've designed 14 units with a modern flair, highlighting the building's architectural history. And they also have a rooftop patio. And if you come to the Martha Bassett Show, you get 15% off your stay. Just use promo code MARTHA15. Now let's get back to the beautiful Reeves Theater stage on this crisp early fall evening with Tiffany Thompson.
Thank you so much. So we're back inside the Found Love portal. This next song is called Teachers, and it actually comes out in November. But all of the songs that we're playing here tonight and that are on Found Love are actually on a hard copy CD out in the hallway. So if you are a CD person still, or you have a car with a CD player or a Walkman somewhere, you can get the CD. Otherwise, you have to wait until they release digitally. And this song, I am so excited that it will come out in November because I wrote it in the fall. And I think that trees have so much to teach us about how to live life and about the cycles of life and about letting things go and growing again. And I've been learning a lot about that this month. And so this song is called Teachers. And I'm really grateful for Michael Anderson, my arranger and composer on my record, for taking a little thing that I had written with just a few chords on piano and turning it into the music that you're about to hear with this piece.
Yellow and red are taking over the trees. Only if you hold on to green in their veins. Watching leaves let go teaches me you always fall into another story. I can see it, I can feel it. Every riven thing, pieces mending as I breathe in, as I begin, falling to the ground. I let loose all that's bound. The garden's dying one bush at a time. God, it feels like it'll never come back to life. But all these flowers have teaching to do. They never hold on to their petals. They know there's another bloom. I can see it, I can feel it. Pieces mending as I breathe in, as I begin, falling to the ground. I let loose what was bound, falling to the ground. I let loose all that's bound, falling to the ground. I let loose all that's bound.
you so much. Thank you.
That was so beautiful, Tiffany.
Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit more about your process with Michael and how that works?
Yeah, totally. So we were introduced by some friends, and when I started this project, I had about 60 songs, and I needed to whittle them down. And so I kind of got them to like this top 30, and then I would bring Michael over to my little artist nook, and we would bring out a song, and we would sort of deconstruct it with the chords. Would that be a way of describing it?
Yeah, I think so.
And say like, well, what could we do? And if you change this chord, how does that change how people feel the melody? And I learned so much about composition. Is it harmonics? What's the word for that?
Chords, nerd stuff.
So I try to still hold my own, but I'm unashamed. I love playing with Michael Anderson because he's amazing. Would you agree?
I agree. Michael, where are you from? Are you from Winston-Salem?
No, I'm originally from South Florida.
Oh, I didn't know that. And what brought you to Winston?
North Carolina School of the Arts.
Amen.
For composition. Yeah.
Yay. Okay. We've had so much good talent come through School of the Arts.
Totally.
So that's wonderful. And you've stayed in Winston because I'm assuming that you agree with me that this is just a rich landscape for.
Yes, there is musical magic in the air of Winston-Salem, and now I'm realizing everywhere in North Carolina.
Yes. We're still in the Piedmont region here. Yeah, it's amazing. Well, it's wonderful to have you back on the show. And Tiffany, you have moved around a whole lot. You talked about that a little earlier, or it was in a song. And can you kind of give that chronology to the audience? Because it's pretty vast.
Okay, so born in Iowa, lived in Moscow, Russia in the 90s, then Austin, Texas, Chicagoland, DC, Nashville, New York, and now Winston-Salem. So yeah, we're getting around. We're doing the thing.
We're trying to keep her here.
That's right, exactly.
So the last time Tiffany was on the show, I didn't know this next bit of information, so I didn't ask her about it on stage. But I recently found out that a few years ago, she worked for the CIA. Tell us about that.
Well, it was a secret last time I was on, it was classified. So now it's unclassified. Just kidding. No, it wasn't. Yeah, I'm a very nerdy person. I love learning the details of things. And I think that has actually made me a good lyricist because you get into the story and there's so much behind the song. Like a great song has a whole world behind it that you'll never see. And so I was a writer. I was an analyst at the agency in my early career. And that's why I was in DC. And I just have a deep appreciation for government workers and just the hard work of that field. But I'm very glad to be a free spirit making music now. So we are saving the world through art instead of intelligence. Yes.
One could say they're the same thing.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. What do you have for us next?
So I was so excited to be on here with Michael, and he is releasing a brand new epic record that he has composed and is basically like a film score for your mind. It's this unbelievable thing that he's made over the past 5 years. And so I asked him if he would play the first piece off of that as a part of my set here tonight, because I truly believe that part of why I'm in Winston-Salem is his musical wisdom and guidance, and I just thought I would give that gift to all of you. And if you love it, he actually is in the middle of a Kickstarter that just started yesterday, and I have information about that on my table out there. So it would be a joy to have you join his journey of music as well. Michael Anderson. Thank you. This next piece is called Sooner, and it's very appropriate because I am not exactly like an R&B jazz piano player, and so I had this idea for a song with this chorus that I was so excited, and it's one of the songs that I brought to Michael and said, can we do this? And he was like, yeah, I know how to play that type of music, and I was like, let's go. So I'm so excited to play this with the full band, and this song is the a single that just came out on October 1st. So it just released. It's the single of October, so it's called Sooner, and I'm so grateful to have the chance to share it with all of you.
Thanks.
Ooh, I wanna see you again. Sooner than later. Sooner's better than later. Ooh, I wanna see you again. Sooner than later, sooner's better than later. Oh, we're both in the thick of things, of these lives we've been living. And meeting up might seem crazy, but I'm here for you. Make me feel 12 years old. I can tell you're solid gold. I don't need more proof to know that I'm here for you. I wanna see you again. Yeah, I can tell you're the real deal, baby. It doesn't matter, I don't know where you've been. I can tell you're the real deal. Sooner's better than later, better than later. Oh, sooner's better than later, better than later. Oh, well, I've loved enough to know what I'm looking for at the get-go. We got fireworks and hope. I'm so here for you. Stole my only key, opened up my everything. I'm confessing to my priest that I'm here for you. I wanna see you again. I can tell you're the real deal, baby. It doesn't matter, I don't know where you've been. Yeah, I can tell you're the real deal. Sooner's better than later, better than later. Oh, sooner's better than later, better than later. Oh, all right, let's hear it. Sooner's better than later, better than later. Oh, sooner's better than later, better than later. Oh.
Put your hands together for Tiffany Thompson.
Thank y'all so much.
And Michael Anderson.
You are listening to the Martha Bassett Show on National Public Radio. Did you know that the Reeves Theater has recently launched the Reeves Downtown School of Music right up the street in the old Arts Council building? Through programs like the newly established Evie Good Scholarship Fund, they are a non-profit dedicated to providing music lessons to all. They also offer adult classes, so it's never too late to follow that dream. Learn old-time bluegrass, theory, composition, and more. Learn more at reevesmusic.org. The Martha Bassett Show is also supported in part by Explore Elkin, your one-stop travel source for the Yadkin Valley and beyond. If you're looking for hometown charm, historic landmarks, Main Street shopping, and fine dining, come stay a while in downtown Elkin. Elkin is a small town with a big community, so whether it's downtown events, music, hiking, or just paddling the Blue Water Trail, let Explore Elkin help you find your trail. You can learn more on Facebook or at Explore Elkin. What do we have next, Martha?
Well, because he's missed the last couple of shows, we want to shine a light on our friend Dashawn Hickman.
Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Big boss man, listen when I call. Well, you ain't so big, you just tall, and that's all. Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you just tall, and that's all. Well, I've got me a working boss man, works me around the clock. I want me a drink of water, but he won't let Jimmy stop. Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call?
Big boss man, big boss man.
Well, you ain't so big, you just tall, and that's all. Boss man, one that'll treat me right, work hard in the daytime, rest easy at night. Big boss man,
Big boss man,
can't you hear me when I call?
big boss man, big boss man.
Well, you ain't so big, you just tall, and that's all. Tricked up. Big boss man. Listen when I call. Well, you ain't so big. You just tall and that's all. Well, you ain't so big. You just tall and that's all.
Dashawn Hickman. Will you please welcome back Zoe Lewis?
Hello and thank you. That was amazing, was it not? I really. And it's getting quite late. But you're all in your 20s, I can tell. So it's really quite early, is it not? You know, age is just a number. As I mentioned before, my mum had me, you know, and I had older parents. She had me when she was 51. She always said, keep playing, darling, keep playing. It's very important to keep on playing, not just music, playing in life. You know, age is just a number, but Eleanor Roosevelt said, beautiful young people are accidents of nature. Beautiful old people are works of art. I'm just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, my guitar had a baby. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this message if you would. Life is so full of creases, that's why I think wrinkles are very good. It is most imperative to have a little joyfulness each day. So don't stop playing just because you grow old, or you'll grow up because you stop to play. Because you never know, you never know, you never know, you never know, you're never too old to be young. When you're halfway through, you're just begun, because you're never too old to be young, yeah. When they tell you to act your age, they're obviously lacking in expertise. Can't they see it doesn't matter, unless you're a bottle of wine or a piece of cheese? So when the twilight years smile down like diamonds upon you, please remember when you think you've done it all, you're gonna always find something new. Cause you never know, you never know, you never know, you never know, you're never too old to be young. There's a million songs to be sung, cause you're never too old to be young. Everybody, if you were wise, you can have whatever you visualize. If you believe it, you really can be like Peter Pan. Oh, cause you're never too old to be young. Halfway through, you're just begun. You're never too old to be young. Will you sing? You never know, you never know, you never know, you never know, you're never too old to be young. From 83 to 101, you're never too old to be young. Sing with me. You never know, you never know, you never know, you never know, you're never too old to be young. That's right. A million songs to be sung, cause you're never too old to be young. You're never too old to be young. No. You're never too old to be young. You never, no, you never, no, you never, you never, no, you never, no, you never, 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 no, I'm never going to end this, never going to end this, never going, never, 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 You think I'm joking, but I'm not. Close the doors, never. No. Keep recording forever and never. old to be young. Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to do one more. Thank you, Martha, for lending me your guitar.
You were very welcome. It never sounded better.
So yeah, I mentioned before, I'd been traveling around this world a fair amount. And Mark Twain, he said that travel is the enemy of prejudice. And I love that. It was very good for me to hit the road and experience many things and, you know, see things with new eyes. Perhaps try different people's shoes on. I wish more politicians perhaps traveled. By the way, I'm selling CDs afterwards and shoes. All right. Like we're getting in a whole lot of trouble, 'cause everybody's living in their own little bubble. Close your eyes and the country falls. I've always liked bridges better than walls. Some like blue, some like red, some like to watch Fox News in bed. Swallowing the Kool-Aid, it's so clear. I'd rather be ruled by love, not fear. These shoes, try on these shoes, try on these shoes. Somebody else's shoes. Try on these shoes. Try on these shoes. Before you talk, take a walk in somebody else's shoes. Yeah. And I scratch my head in disbelief, 'cause you shun the ones who need the most relief. Can you not see when the powerful use their position to bully? We're all gonna lose. And imagine if the tables turned and suddenly you were the one being spurned. Would you break down? What would you do? Would you have another point of view? These shoes, try on these shoes, try on these shoes. Somebody else's shoes. Try on these shoes, try on these shoes. Before you talk, take a walk in somebody else's shoes. Lies, lies, you're full of lies. Things fall apart when they're full of lies. Please, please, please persist to resist. Take it away, Drake. Give it up for Drake. Come on, Joe. We come first, we're the best and you're the worst. Finger on the button so you better beware. Diplomacy vanishes into thin air, and what do the children learn as they grow? A White House whiter than snow. Step out your box, come on, open your eyes. Try on shoes of a different size. These shoes
Thank you, Zoe. This is Joseph Dowdy on the saxophone. I want to invite everybody back out to the stage now. Put your hands together for Tiffany Thompson, Michael Anderson, Pete Denahy. Where's Pete? There he is. Zoe Lewis. And this awesome house band. We have had an amazing day, getting to know each other and enjoying this beautiful Reeves Theater. Please put your hands together for the Reeves. For our technical team. For our live stream audience, thank you guys for watching. Yay. And most of all, give yourselves a hand for being here in person and sharing this magical night with us. What an amazing night this has been. So thank you so much for being with us and being part of our family. We hope we'll see you next time too. But in the meantime, we've got one more song for you. I bet you'll know the words and you are invited to sing along with us. Can somebody give me a C chord? Thank you. Nick's gonna count it off for us.
1, 2, 1.
Can't buy me love, love, can't buy me love.
Buy you down and bring my friend if it makes you feel alright. I'll give you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. 'Cause I don't care too much for money, 'cause money can't buy me love.
Give you what I have to give if you say you love me too. I may not have much to give, but what I got I'll give to you. Money can't buy me love. Money can't buy me love.
Can't buy me love. Everybody tells me so. Can't buy me love. No, 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 no. Say you don't need no diamond rings, and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want the kind of things that money just can't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy my love. Buy me love. Everybody tells me so. Can't buy me love. No, 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 no. Say you don't need no diamond rings, and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want the kind of things that money just can't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. Can't buy me love. Love can't buy me love.
Thank you all for tuning in to our beautiful live audience. Let's hear it for Zoe Lewis, Pete Denahy, and Tiffany Thompson. How about our fearless leader, Martha Bassett? The band tonight was Nicholas Falk, Kristen Joe, Ben Singer, Joseph Dowdy, Dashawn, Hickman, Russell Kelly, and me, Pat Lawrence. Lighting design tonight was by Ansel Hollis. Jeff Irving, James Brickey, Doug Williams of Electromagnetic Radiation Recorders handle the sound. Nick